Working at the car wash. At the car wash, yeah. Hello, everyone. Today is, I have no idea. I know it's the last day of my vacation, so it's Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. And I'm just putting in my scanning thing for my car wash.
Put your vehicle in neutral.
Vehicle neutral. Anyways, just letting you know what I've been up to for the past couple of days. I went and had my COVID-19 booster. I went and had some blood work done this morning. Been doing some reading. But as you all know, the kids are not back in class, which sucks. And if you have teenagers like me, it's extra misery because they're just miserable to not be in school. So I've decided to help you through the hump day and let you know how to survive the next 2 weeks. This car wash shows the first place where you can escape hell from your kids. For the next 2 minutes, any parent can come to any car wash in the city of Toronto and cry and scream their hearts out to their content. Nobody's going to hear you. Nobody's going to know. It's perfect. You have 2 minutes where you can cry. You can scream. It's epic. It really is. And I don't even care that it's raining today. I just need to get away from the little people in the home, the teenage ladies. But I'm going to take you to another couple of places that can help you on your journey from hell over the next 2 weeks. I'm not even sure if you can hear me because the volume of the air dryers is so loud, but that's okay. I'm going to pick you up at the next destination and show you how you can survive 2 more weeks of your kids being home. I'm back, everyone. Here's step 2 to surviving your kids being at home every single day, whining and complaining for the next 2 weeks. Cut the cord off your Keurig and tell your kids the Keurig is broken. That gives you an excuse to get the hell out of your house. And I recommend driving to the nearest Tim Hortons or the farthest Tim Hortons with the longest line possible that you are aware of, just like I am right now. And you can sit back and relax and wait in this long ass line to get a cup of coffee. Because really, isn't coffee the sweetest of all nectars? Even though I've quit caffeine for about 6 months now, I'm getting a decaf, and it's an excellent excuse to get out of the house. It really is genius, and I think all of you should try it. After I get my coffee, I'll take you to our third destination. Hey everyone, just updating you. I have been on this Tim Hortons line for about 9 minutes. And I know a lot of you might think, that is crazy. Why would anyone wait 9 minutes in the Tim Hortons line? Well, all these other people in the line have the same idea I do. That is 9 minutes away from the whining of, I'm bored, I miss my friends, I want to go to school. This is unfair. I hate this. Blah, 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 blah. 9 minutes away from that is a good deal all day. I'll take it. So, everyone, I'm telling you, pretend your Keurig or your Tassimo or your coffee drip or whatever it is busted. And just jump in the car. Like I said, go to the furthest Tim Hortons you know, or the one you know with the longest line. Park Lawn and Queensway Tim Hortons always has a huge line. I highly recommend it. Come here. You can listen to music. You can do whatever you want. You're alone in your car. You can cry. Whatever you want to do. I guarantee you it's 10 minutes away from whiningness. It's the best. I don't know what this person in front of me ordered, but it's taken all day. Oh, I think I'm ready to pay for my coffee. Oh, see, she probably got Timbits for her kids to plug their mouths so they stop crying for 15 minutes. Thank you. Anyways, I'm just going to keep it rolling while I get my coffee, and we'll go to our next destination. Thank you. Just taking a while today at Tim Hortons. Thank you. Have a good day. Ah, sweet relief. I have my coffee and freedom. So if you're tracking all of this, I've gone to get the car washed so I could scream if I need to. I have come to the Tim Hortons with the longest line and have wasted another 15 minutes to get away from my children. And now I'm taking the long way home to get away from them some more. So we are now heading south on what street are we on? Parkside? Park Lawn. Oh, we're heading south on Park Lawn right now. And right in front of us, you'll see the buildings for Humber Bay Shores. When I was a kid, this was a sketchy neighborhood. You wouldn't come down here for any reason except to go and party at a cheap motel. And I kind of missed that in life. But I'm just tilting the camera up a little bit so you can see the beautiful condos. And right to my left, which you can't see just yet, used to be Mr. Christies Biscuits. And it was always the most wonderful smell coming home. Just the smell of those cookies, it always just smelled delicious. And you would just crave cookies. They used to have an outlet store here too, where you could go in and just like buy like huge bags of the cookies that like, you know, might have, you know, cracked in the packaging process, and you could get them for like $5. Everybody used to come down here and get this stuff. It was amazing. But sadly, it is no more. I'm just taking a sip of my coffee here. But that's how it is. Things change, things progress, things grow. It's a big city. And if you're lucky, like I am, to live in the West End, I know the East End is nice, but I grew up in the West End. I'm a bit biased towards the West End. You can come down to Humber Bay Shores for a nice walk or a nice drive, or take the long way home back to your children, because that's the type of hell parents are in right now. I'm not saying that what the children are going through aren't hell. Is it hell, I should say? But I don't want to hear it. I really don't. It makes me depressed to see my kids depressed. But here's Humber Bay Shores, down by the lake. This is part of taking the long way home. Because I could have just done a left-hand turn and been home in like 5 minutes. But why would I do that? So that's my next tip. Take the long way home, people. Just take the long way home. It will save your sanity. Absolutely. There's a lot of nice restaurants down here. I've been to a couple of them. I think in the summer I'll try and hit up a few more. There's one in particular that I've always wanted to go to and never have. And I'm not sure why that is. It's just who I am. But right in front of us is the Palace Pier and the Palace Place. And here is a nice parking spot. And I'm just going to park here for a minute. And you could just look at the lake. What's great about this is that you can look at the lake from your car. You could get out, do a little walk, whatever you want to do. And if you choose to cry, especially on a rainy day like this, no one's going to notice you. No one's going to care. They probably get that you're crying because your kids are home. You can meditate. You can chant a mantra. You can do whatever you want. Why? Because your kids are in the car with you whining. And it's nature, so you can feel grounded. It's beautiful, really it is. So that's my next suggestion. After taking the long way home, stop and smell the roses. Or in this case, drive to the lake. Just take in nature. Cry if you need to. Chant. Turn up the music really loud. Whatever works for you. Meditate. Deep breathing always works. Take deep breaths. Let the good in. Blow out the bad. And enjoy the serene surroundings that you're in. I do have some tips for at home to help keep your sanity in check while having the kids home for 2 more weeks. I have one more stop to show you how to escape your kids. And when we get there, I'll start the video again. All right, everyone, we're almost at our next destination of how to beat your kids while they are at home for the next 2 weeks. I just heard what I said, beat your kids. Don't beat your kids, people. It's just how to outsmart them and stay away from them for the next 2 weeks while they do at-home school again. And all children are miserable. I don't care what you say. There's not one kid in this universe that is happy about not hanging out with their friends and going to school. Well, let me show you the next destination. And I'm not going to stop. I'm just kind of going to cruise through. But one thing we know about all of our kids is that they love to eat. And if they're not whining about not going to school with their friends, they're whining about the fact that they are hungry. Let me know in the comments if you have that similar problem. Well, all you have to do is tell them you need to get to the grocery store and get some new food. So here's our next stop. come to your local grocery store and walk around forever. If you're lucky, they might have a line. And that would be great that you have to take longer to get in. But yeah, you know they're not going to want to come with you to help. They never want to come with you to help. You also know that they never want to help putting away the groceries. They just want to eat. So I highly recommend coming to your local grocery store and taking forever walking aisle by aisle, accidentally on purpose, forgetting something in the very first aisle and having to go all the way back to start from the beginning. And then when you get home, you can return things. Say, oh, I didn't want this, and you have to bring it back. Whatever you got to do to survive, I support you. I understand. Do what you got to do. I don't know about you, but I'll do anything to get out of the range of their bitterness. We'll call it bitterness. They're still young. They're still growing. They need those connections. I get it. But man, the slamming of the doors, the whining, the crying, it gets all of us. I swear. This has to be just 2 weeks. I know I crack jokes saying that if this happened, I would be the #1 caller to our crisis lines at work. I'm not there yet. I'm putting in all my survival tips and I'm sharing them with you. So I hope you appreciate them. And when I get home, I'll show you what you can do at home to save your sanity. All right, everyone. And here's my last tip to help you from home. I purchased these headphones, these wireless earbud things over the holidays. And if you want to escape all your kids whining, all you have to do is plug one in to each ear. And for the love of God, do not let these lose their charge. Like, make sure this stuff is charged all the time. And all you have to do is get a good book, maybe a word search, maybe a new podcast. Right now I'm really into Small Town Dicks. And all you have to do is sit back, relax, and ignore your children's whining and banging at your door. It's fantastic.
I don't want to do school from home.